Welcome to Attenuation, a weekly podcast where two friends come together to drink beer, discuss beer styles and trends, and just generally ruminate on the meaning of life, aka beer. If you enjoy your time with us, we invite you to become a weekly listener and subscribe to the podcast. Without further ado, here is this week's episode.
Hello, and welcome to episode 30 of Attenuation, a beer podcast. My name is Jason, and I'm joined by my best friend since 8th grade, Steven.
Hello.
How's it going, Steven?
Good.
All right. So, are you ready for today's silliness?
I am.
Today we decided we're going to play around with Google autocomplete.
I was in a super silly mood anyway, so I thought this is going to be perfect.
And we did a little test running in the pre-roll, and we got some interesting results. So.
Yeah, we were already laughing.
So, a light topic today. We should have some fun. But of course, we got to do the best part of the podcast, at least for us, and that's drinking beer.
Yeah, the serious part, okay?
Although, didn't we learn that this is kind of like...
Oh yeah, worn out trope.
This is a worn out trope. Tasting notes on a beer podcast, that's so...
Oh, so original.
Yeah. But we don't care, we do it anyways.
Yep, sorry.
Just suffer through or just hit skip forward 10 times and you'll be past it. So I'm going to introduce my beer and give some nose notes, and I'll pass it to Steven to do the same. I am drinking a beer from Energy City Brewing. They're based out of Chicago area, Illinois. And this is a chocolate banana cream pie stout. And this is an Imperial stout with cocoa, banana, vanilla, milk, sugar, and it's 10%. So I'm excited because I really like dessert style stouts.
Yeah, apparently their dessert beers in general, all their sours as well, are very good. That's what I've heard. I haven't had one, but...
So it is pouring.
Word on the street.
Okay, good. I'm excited. And like, I can already smell banana, and I haven't even like got this glass close to my nose, so I'm excited about
awesome.
that. And the it's kind of what you'd expect, very, very dark, opaque. There was some head when it first poured, but it quickly dissipated. Let's see how it smells. Really strong vanilla and cream and banana. It smells like a banana cream pie with like, there's a little bit of a boozy note, chocolate. Ooh, maybe like, yeah, just boozy chocolate and vanilla cream pie, and then some of those, stout underlying flavors you'll smell. I'm excited about this one, so I'm going to start enjoying it. I'll pass it to you, Steven.
Awesome. Well, you'll be very proud of me. I am drinking Zilker Brewing Company, which is right here in Austin, Texas, downtown Austin. And this is their coffee milk stout.
Yes, I'm converting you one beer at a time.
So this is probably, if I had to pick a gateway stout, this is probably a good pick. It's going to have a little coffee. It's going to be easy chocolate flavors, I assume. And it's only 5.8%. So
interesting.
Very, very approachable. It says, inspired by the Cafe Cubano. It says, our creamy American stout is brewed with hand-selected coffee beans from roasters right here in Austin.
Very good.
Yeah. I have been down to Zilker Brewing. Their hazy IPAs are very, very good. So this one is pouring like a stout. Dark, not super dark. Definitely has a little bit of brown, almost amber up to the light a little bit. The head is just has a tinge of brown to it. No lacing at all. And that head is dissipating fairly quickly. So definitely a nice milk chocolate aroma. Nice touch of vanilla. Definitely a little bit of coffee on the nose. Vanilla is coming across like a sort of like a caramelized, like a creme brulee kind of.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So, cheers.
Cheers. Okay, I also failed to mention this beer is from their Batisserie line. So I guess they have a whole bunch of different stouts that are inspired by. It says they're inspired by patisseries from all over the world. So I guess this is their line of dessert stouts. So it's good. I like it. It's very sweet. And the banana is very forward, and it's a little artificial. So I actually like it, but it's kind of like it's like candy almost. So It's like in the entrance, it's super sweet banana cream, and then you get cocoa, vanilla, and then in the finish, there's almost like a little bit of black licorice, and then a really long banana cream finish. It's super creamy, like coats your mouth. But what is really impressive about this beer is there's it's 10% alcohol, but I don't get any booze notes whatsoever. My only negative is I feel like the banana is a little bit too forward, but I mean, this is a chocolate banana stout, so I guess I can't complain too much. I like it. I would drink it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it is exactly what it stated it is, and this is exactly what I wanted to drink tonight, like a sweet dessert stout. So
you were in the mood.
Exactly. And I'm way more often in the mood for something like this than some of the other weird, I don't know if it was last week or a few weeks ago, but basically the margarita.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that I'm much more rarely in the mood for, but a sweet dessert stout, hey. And the weather just cooled off today, stout season is here. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling over here too with mine. And this is a very weather appropriate beer.
Did the temperature drop over there?
It's getting a little cooler.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's very strange here, actually. I started to notice that it doesn't cool. It cools off it's cooling off at night now. But it doesn't cool off. You would think as the sun went down, it would cool off, but it doesn't follow the sun. The sun's down, but it still takes till about midnight to finally cool down.
Okay.
And then it takes a while to get heated back up again. So it won't really start to the temperature will drastically go up after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But the morning will just stay cool. It's very weird. It's the temperature doesn't match the sun. It's interesting, but
you guys got Texas weather.
Yeah, it's weird down here.
So how is your beer?
Everything's weird. It's really good. I actually like it, and it's very coffee forward. So it was giving me coffee on the nose, but not super strong. But in the flavor is very, very coffee forward. Not a lot of chocolate, more sort of coffee, vanilla, that burnt sugar I was talking about. But no, I mean, it's really light-bodied. It's simple, but easy to drink. And again, it's only 5.8% or 5.2% or something. So it's just, like I said, kind of a good gateway to coffee stouts. And it's not going to knock you over.
Can I make 2 predictions?
Sure.
A year from now, stout is going to be your favorite style. And 2 years from now, you're going to start drinking coffee.
I will say I can see myself maybe starting to drink coffee. Maybe.
I just feel like you're going to start appreciating the coffee in coffee stouts, and then you're like, I kind of like that flavor. Maybe I want to taste it all by itself.
Yeah. I will say this probably is the closest thing to my hop epiphany, where I had something hoppy and I was it clicked and it started making me want that more. So I spend a surprising amount of time looking through the stouts now.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Jason has this very satisfied smile on his face, but
I just know it's inevitable.
I'm just pumping him. I'm just making him feel good about.
He's actually gonna.
Oh yeah.
He's actually gonna pull that beer out the second.
But yeah, no, I think it's a thumbs up. It's like I said, I don't think you could really screw it up, but it's not world class or anything. But it's good. It's like I said, it's light bodied enough that it doesn't feel heavy. It still feels like a light beer, which is kind of strange to say, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I think especially certain milk stouts too, they're designed to be pleasant to drink. So that's cool. I'm glad you like that one. And you said it's local, right?
Yep. Downtown Austin.
It's a local beer. That's the best.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you want to do, I have an item I want to share for beer news.
Okay. Me too.
So let me share mine.
Okay.
Because we made a horrible mistake. I didn't know. So a little backstory. When me and Steven, the first time we went to the Great American Beer Festival, Sam Adams had this they had a big display. And they had a lot of beers there. It was cool, but it's we weren't super psyched about Sam Adams. Sam Adams is cool, has a really important part in craft beer history, but as far as their main lineup, Anyways, there's this super long line, intensely long line for Sam Adams. And I remember we were like, what is that for? And we might have even asked somebody, but in our ignorance, we had no idea what they were pouring. And now I read this article that Sam Adams is making his annual Utopias beer, and they've like raised the ABV. I guess the new one is like something like 28% alcohol, which actually makes it like it can't even be classified as beer in many states.
Oh my gosh.
It's the number 2 ranked strong American ale on Beer Advocate. It has 2,000 pounds of cherries in it, which, now you've got my attention. It's aged.
Yeah, Jason's sold.
Yes, it's aged in Buffalo Trace barrels and finished in cognac and like 5 other barrels. Like,
yeah.
This sounds amazing. It's $240 a bottle, which is super against my limit. I just don't think it's worth it. You're paying for rarity, luxury at that point. Yeah. But we could have just had a taste of it at the beer festival, and we did not. And now I'm kicking myself. If we go back, which we will go back, we have to wait in that long line to try this because it looks amazing. It comes in this crazy looking bottle.
Yeah, I think what happened honestly is that it was that first year, and the first year was kind of rough, balancing being at elevation and drinking alcohol. And I think we saw that whatever they were pouring was 20-something%, and we were like, okay, we don't want to waste we don't want to waste our sobriety on one beer.
That's fair, because you do have to make that consideration. Like, you will eventually become intoxicated, so you kind of want to drink the stuff you really want to appreciate before you get to that point. Not to say that you won't appreciate it still, but you'll appreciate it in a different way.
I mean, you probably would have enjoyed it. I would not have.
Well, see, everything happens for a reason, Steven. So this year, over the next year of the podcast, you're going to come to love and appreciate stouts.
Yeah.
And then we go back when they do it in 2022, we're going to do a big stout round. And then we're going to top it off with Utopias.
I know. Actually, I do. It does kind of make me want to go back to the festival and drink more stouts there, because I think it might mean something now.
Yeah, and they just have, it's like the only opportunity you'll get for a lot of these crazy stouts. They make like once a year, so
yeah,
it's part of the fun.
Yeah.
So anyways, we missed it. We got to go back.
But it's releasing. It's releasing now.
This article is like 2 weeks ago, so I think it's probably out. And I'm sure it's impossible to get, which is another reason it's cool to be able to get it at the festival, because actually I don't want to spend $240 on a bottle of this, but if I'm already at the festival, I'm willing to wait in line for a period of time if I could take a little sip.
Well, my beer news is sort of just reporting again on the beer festival beer award season. This is the fresh hop season, so they just went through hop harvest in September, and then they've had enough time to do that and then make a beer. And so they have this fresh hop festival up in Yakima in Washington. It's really cool because it's so specific, right? So they're all fresh hop beers, and there's just 3 categories: just pale ale, IPA, and Imperial IPA. That's it. Just 3 categories. Like, there's the 3 hoppy styles.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So they have a winner in each of the styles, and then they have a best of show, which I guess maybe it means they had 3 high ranking ones or something. They did well in all the categories or something. But what was cool is the brewery that won best of show was Single Hill. Remember Single Hill?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Was it the tiny brewery we went to?
That was the little one we just stopped at because we had some time to kill.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, awesome, right?
So we've been there, yeah.
Yep, and then Billbreaker, they won the Imperial IPA award.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, but I think like really the award everybody really, really wants is the best IPA.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that was won by
who won that?
Varietal Beer Company. They're in Sunnyside, Washington.
Okay.
And what was even more interesting is I was reading about who won last year, and Berryessa Brewing won last year. Best IPA.
Nice.
Best fresh hop IPA. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I would think most of the beers being entered into this contest are probably from that area up there. So to have one from Northern California is pretty cool.
Yeah, because they're gonna have the best access to those fresh hops.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
that is cool. I got to get back to Brewing apparently.
yeah. Anyway, I thought it was cool to see Single Hill win Best of Show. That was pretty awesome. I saw that and I was like, oh, I've been there.
Yeah, you get to feel cool.
But yeah, so that's the Yakima Fresh Hop Ale Festival. It's going on. A lot of fresh hop festivals going on right now in Washington with all the hop harvests and the beer making from them. So.
Okay, add that to our bucket list.
I know, right? Yeah, we gotta go to a fresh hop festival.
Yeah, I would love to do that because I'm like fascinated by fresh hop beer right now, and I've never even tried one yet. But I love the concept of it, and so to go to a festival would be really fun, and try like bunch of them. Yeah. Also, then we could actually see all the hops in full bloom. Hopefully, I mean maybe they'll have just cut them all down, but
yeah, right. I guess they will have been harvested at that point.
Yeah. But I want to see them tall.
I know, it's like I want to be up there for like multiple different times.
I know.
I want to be there when they're like fully grown and I can just like walk through and like smell them and
that'd be so cool.
And then like during the harvest would be cool too.
All right, that's the bucket list. The bucket list is long.
Yeah.
We need to get started.
We gotta get to Germany still.
I know. Whew. And
Belgium.
Yeah, we need to. That lottery ticket needs to hit soon, Steve.
Right.
Or I don't think we're gonna be able to finish the whole bucket list. All right, so is that our beer news?
That's beer news. We did it.
All right, cool. Are we ready to be stupid on Google?
I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm gonna legitimately try to answer the people's questions.
Oh, do you have questions from the people?
From Google.
Oh, I see. You're going to see what people asked.
Yeah, and then I'm going to try to answer them.
So now we can do a little science, too. I feel like our autocompletes might be different.
Oh, maybe.
Because I think it's influenced by what you search for.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got to test it. Let's do a baseline.
I'm going to do what is beer and then see what comes after that.
Okay, I'm typing it in. Tell me what you get.
What is beer made of?
Made of is my number one result.
Yeah, that's mine. What is beer cheese?
That's my next result.
What is beer salt?
Same.
What is beer pong?
I guess we got the same.
Yeah.
Can we go to, it looks like number 8 or number 9. What is beer canned chicken?
Have you ever had beer canned chicken?
I don't even know what beer canned chicken is.
What?
What's beer canned chicken?
Dude, okay, so you get like a, one of those, Cornish game hens, the little ones, right?
Okay.
And then you open a can of beer, and then you like stuff the beer up into the chicken.
Okay, I'm looking at a picture of it now.
And then you cook it, and the beer like evaporates and flavors the chicken.
Oh.
You've never done beer can chicken?
No. Is it good? Does the beer really influence the taste of the chicken?
Yeah, like keeps it moist and stuff.
Okay, I got to do this.
I mean, everything is very gimmicky, I'm sure. But
it looks quite gimmicky, but it looks good too.
Yeah.
What kind of beer should I use?
I mean, honestly, I probably did it with cheap beer when I did it last. I mean,
so no barrel stouts.
You should do it with a beer you don't want to drink.
I shouldn't do it with Energy City chocolate banana cream stout.
Yeah. I don't think you need anything crazy.
That would make an interesting chicken.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be gross.
Banana vanilla chicken.
Look at that. We already learned something.
Well, you did.
So you've actually done this?
Yeah. Huh. Beer can chicken. You ever made beer bread? You never made beer bread?
What's beer bread?
You just, instead of yeast, you just dump the beer in and make the bread out of beer. Oh,
is it really good?
It's so good.
Huh.
Oh, man.
I learned 2 things.
Yeah, you gotta make beer can chicken and beer bread.
The only tradition I have that revolves around cooking and beer is my wife taught me on 4th of July. We'd go to the store and we get like the cheapest pack of hot dogs, and then you get like PBR, and you get a little like foil, like one of those little like bread cooking things. What would you call that?
Now I'm hearing things. Okay, what?
Like a little,
What?
like a foil cooking envelope. I don't know what to call it.
Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I know what you're talking about,
Like a
and you
little
can move
foil
on.
container that you put bread in, and you pour the beer in there,
Okay.
and you cook the hot dogs in the beer.
Okay.
That is her 4th of July tradition, and then you eat them.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it really does anything.
Why did it have to be a cheap hot dog?
Just because that's the tradition.
Oh, okay.
You could do a nice hot dog, but I think you're gonna ruin it. So.
There's only one kind of hot dog I will eat.
What hot dog is that?
It's the kosher ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Hebrew National.
Hebrew Nation. Yeah, Hebrew National. Yes. There's no other hot dog.
Those are amazing.
That even comes close.
I think the rumor is those are the ones they use at Costco at the food court.
Oh, okay. No, I thought they sold those.
Oh, do they?
Like it's like a Kirkland brand of hot dog.
Oh yeah, it's got to be Kirkland.
Yeah,
but Kirkland is always Kirkland isn't real.
Yeah, right.
Kirkland is just
right. Yeah, like a rebranding, like a repackaging or something. Yeah.
Actually, we're so far off. This whole episode's gonna be tangents. But the Kirkland has a beer, a new one. It's not that new, maybe like 6 months old. I think they have a hazy or something like that. It's pretty good, like a session hazy.
Oh.
I have to look it up.
I wonder what session hazy they're rebranding as Kirkland.
Well, I know like the vodka and stuff like that is all really good stuff. I think the vodka is Grey Goose, and it's all like basically when you go. This is why we love Costco.
Yeah.
One, because we're old, weird homeowners, and I wouldn't have liked Costco when I was 20, but now that I'm almost 40, it's like my favorite place on earth. But everything Kirkland, all the Kirkland brand stuff is good. It doesn't matter if it's like underwear or tequila.
It's all good. Well, again, I think you're probably right. I think they're rebranding something. Isn't that what happens with a lot of like the store? They're not manufacturing all these, so I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're
right.
It's a rebranding, relabeling of some of their product.
Yeah.
So, anyways, okay. Are you ready to do something else?
Yes.
We are 3 things.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay.
This one is because I did what is beer, you know? I got what is beer in Spanish. Cerveza. You're welcome.
You're better than Google.
I was like, I know that one.
Nice. All right. Okay, what do you want to do next? I think we covered all the good what is beers.
Oh, I saw another one. What is beer and tomato juice called? But I don't know. What do they call that? A beer Bloody Mary? Oh, wait, hold on. Michelada?
Yeah.
Michelada?
Yes. Have you had one of those?
No.
They're really good.
So, but I was told by a coworker. Have you ever heard of Zing Zang? Bloody Mary mix?
No.
Okay, apparently it's like award-winning. It's like the best Bloody Mary mix you can buy. Zing Zang. So, mix, I don't know what the ratio of Bloody Mary mix to beer is, but she mixed Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix with a Martin House Best Made Pickle beer.
Oh, dude.
She said it was incredible.
That sounds really good.
So I need to try that.
Yeah, you should try that.
ASAP.
My wife is a big, she likes the tomato juice. I'm not a huge fan, but I do the beer version is really good.
Yeah. So anyway, I just learned what beer and tomato juice is called.
There you go.
Michelada.
You gotta drink one now.
Yeah.
It's your homework. They sell them like pre-made.
Yeah.
Like Budweiser definitely has one, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want that. With the pickle beer, I think it would be awesome.
Yes.
Or they have the spicy pickle beer would even be better.
Yes, the spicy pickle beer.
Oh.
That's the way. Nice. All right.
Well, I finished my first beer, so I'm drinking another beer. I'm drinking a cherry Goza now.
Ooh, Anderson Valley?
Mm-hmm.
Of course you are.
They can't be all stouts.
Did you get the variety? That's your favorite beer style, so I approve.
I didn't get the variety. It's hard to get Anderson Valley. It's hard to get. It shows up here, but
Yeah, you're a little bit far removed now.
Yeah, it's a little harder to find.
Okay, I got the next one. Right.
Okay, go.
Right, beer is into Google.
Okay, beer is good.
I got good for you. That's the number one.
Duh.
What
are they asking?
But then like number 7 down, I got beer is nasty.
Do you get the beer is better than women?
Yes. Beer is better than women.
Beer is nasty. Nasty
Beer.
good.
Beer is liquid bread is a song by the Arrogant Worms. Did you get that?
No, I didn't get that.
Ooh, a deviation.
Hmm.
Maybe I Google a lot of music. Because I also got Beer is Good for You as a song by Billy Fingers.
Oh, yeah, you get music recommendations apparently.
Huh, strange and interesting. Then I got Beer is Made Of and Beer is Healthy.
Yeah. Which is funny because when I did Why is Beer, there's Why is Beer bad for you? And also Why is Beer good for you?
I love how it's like polar opposites.
Well, okay, so we have to answer some of these.
Okay.
So beer is nasty. Your response.
Just keep drinking it. You'll learn to love it. It's an acquired taste.
It's an acquired
No one likes it the first time they drink it.
Well, I think most people's first beer isn't very good.
And even if you drank a really good beer, I don't know if you would like it.
Yeah. I don't know. My kids like my beer sometimes, like if it's a fruity sour.
That's true. Do you know
like a banana stout?
They like a sip of it.
Yeah. But I have given them something like more like a pale ale.
What'd they think?
And it's just, they can't. They're like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if you give them like a dessert, like my beer I'm drinking today, I think a kid would like because it tastes sweet. But I don't know if anyone's ever taken like a sip of an IPA the first time and was like, "Oh, this is amazing." A minority of people probably.
Yeah, very small minority.
I didn't like it the first time I tried it. There's absolutely no. I thought it was disgusting.
I remember taking my slow pitch softball team. We had a Christmas party every year where we would bring some sort of like hard alcohol. Like everyone would bring their favorite hard alcohol.
Dang, you guys didn't mess around.
Yeah, but this one year they did beer. They're like, bring your favorite beer, and of course I got super excited for that. So it was pretty funny because I brought Illuminated Beer Works astronaut ice cream. Remember that one?
Dude, nice. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. So this is a double dry hopped double IPA with lactose, I believe. It's pretty intense. But for whatever reason, I mean, at that point, I was heavy into the hops. I love the hops. And in fact, I even remember the first time we drank that beer together, you were like, what? Like, you were surprised. You were very surprised that I liked it.
I was.
To drink it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, dang, dude, you...
It's how I feel now.
You've changed, man.
Yeah, with you drinking stouts. I don't know you anymore, Steve.
So, anyway, but I took that, and there was not a single other person at that party that thought it was good.
I was going to say, you realize you may not have been intentionally doing this, but you were trolling.
Well, I thought like, oh, maybe it's approachable with it's hazy. It's got the lactose, a little bit sweet, like it's approachable.
I don't think so. I remember I brought some sour to a friend's house, kind of same situation. I brought a couple bottles for everyone to try it, and I remember his dad was like, "This isn't beer," like adamant. I don't know what this is, but it's disgusting and it's not beer.
So I did the same thing. I had it was a family Christmas party, and it's my wife's side of the family, and they're very much like Coors Light people, light beer. But my wife's aunt, I was opening it was like a fancy sour. It was from Une Ane, which is Hubbard's Cave. I think you've had some stouts from Hubbard's Cave. Mm-hmm. Oh, El Zacatan is from Hubbard's Cave. So mm-hmm. Hubbard's Cave is the non-sour side. So it's like they have two sides of their brewery. And Une Ane is the sour, and it's wild sours, and they're very, very, very sour. These are true wild sours. And I didn't even know what I was getting into, honestly, when I opened it. And she was like, well, just pour me some of that. And her face was so funny. She was like, this is not even drinkable. It's so sour.
Aww. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's not a good first sour for sure.
You can't jump directly into the deep end of the pool.
No, that's exactly what that was. So yeah, beer is nasty until you learn to like it.
And then one day it just clicks, and then you'll crave it.
I know, it's so weird. I mean, I had the same experience, and of course, kids like their palate's always like cheese pizza and macaroni and cheese, like Jason's palate now.
Hey, I've learned to like things. It took me like 37 years, but I eat tomatoes and onions. I eat it all
Oh
now.
my goodness. Yeah. Well, that's kind of funny because what's weird is like I don't know. It's weird that your palate sort of changes as an adult, right? Like there are things kids like and kids like. And it's very rare that you get a kid that like is very, very open to extreme flavors. Yeah. But I was that way with onions. Like for whatever reason, like I had onions. I never liked onions as a kid or even as like a teenager anyway. And then like for the first time I had them as an adult, like when I was like maybe 21. And I was living in Romania and they served green onions. But like that was it. Like you just picked it up to eat it.
Interesting.
I was like, oh, okay. And I just like picked up this green onion and ate it. And I was like, wow, that's really good. Like I understood the flavor for the first time. And green onions are pretty mild. But now, man, I could probably pick up any onion and just like eat it like an apple. I love onions so much.
I think it's exposure too.
Yeah.
It's like everything. Because I didn't really like onions, tomatoes, all that stuff. I was a really picky eater. Which is weird because my parents they did not cave.
Right.
They were like, okay, that's what we made for dinner. So you can eat it or you can not eat it.
Yeah.
But somehow I just stayed resiliently picky. And then when I first started having to learn how to cook, which wasn't until much later in life, my wife was very busy. She got her master's in teaching. So she was teaching all day and then she'd have to go to school at night. So it fell on me to start cooking. Suddenly, yeah, it's just the exposure and the like, oh, I didn't, because I would make things that she would like. And then, but just like opening the can of tomatoes and smelling it or slicing tomatoes, slicing onions.
Yeah.
And just that slow exposure. And then I was like, oh, why didn't I ever resist this? I don't know why. I was just being stubborn. But yeah. I think the death of all pickiness is like slow exposure. And it's true for beer. It's true for everything.
Totally true for beer. Yeah. I think those things start to click, especially with craft beer being such a hobby for us. The fact that I pour the beer out and I smell it and I like, it's an experience. The more times I have that, like those experiences with different flavors and aromas and stuff, it all sort of starts to make sense. And I don't know. Then I just want certain things.
Then once the craving hits, then you're hooked. All right, so I think we answered their question. Beer's nasty.
Beer is nasty.
You just gotta drink more. Drink more beer. You'll eventually like it.
Or find something that you like,
Yeah, you need a gateway beer.
Yeah, gateway beer.
Go listen to our gateway beer episode.
Yeah. That person all those people that are Googling beer is nasty, they just need our podcast.
Exactly. They just need to follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
At attenuation.podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. That was a live read. Okay, I Googled something else.
Okay.
I think you'll enjoy these answers.
Okay.
I wrote drink beer.
Okay.
The number one result is every day.
Yeah, agreed.
But then I'm going to get down to the interesting ones. Drink beer with Invisalign.
Good question.
Drink beer after tooth extraction. Drink beer or liquor first. That's an age-old question.
Okay, wait.
It's beer before liquor, never
liquor
been
before
sicker.
beer. Yeah, liquor before beer in the clear.
Yes.
Beer before liquor, never been sicker. I can 100% attest to that.
Is it true?
So, I was in San Francisco for my birthday. We were with friends in San Francisco. We did a bunch of beer drinking. Went to McKellar, which is freaking amazing, by the way. Just had some awesome beers. And then we went back to the hotel. And we went up to the rooftop bar in the hotel. And everyone was sort of just like, they were kind of done drinking. but the waiter kept like coming over and asking us if we wanted anything, and I felt bad because there weren't a lot of people up there anyway. And so my kind of go-to drink, like at a bar, I'm a gin drinker. I like gin drinks usually, so I ordered a Tom Collins, like a lemony gin drink. I just felt bad for the guy because he just kept coming over and nobody was ordering anything, and so I ordered a Tom Collins. And like I felt great at that point. Like I didn't even feel drunk really. And I drank that Tom Collins, and then I like the whole night was just on the floor. It was terrible. Like on the floor of the bathroom all night long. That's where I slept.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's not good. Just has that one Tom Collins?
I know, right?
So beer before liquor.
Yeah, never
Never
sicker.
been sicker. Anecdotal evidence.
Anecdotal evidence, yeah. Must be true. Happened to me.
Must be true.
I guess I've never really tried the other. Well, that's not true. I have tried the other way, where I've had like a few cocktails, and then we went out to a brewery. So, and it seemed to be fine. More anecdotal evidence for you.
So now I'm researching if I can drink with Invisalign.
Okay.
It's
Inquiring
saying
minds want to know.
It's saying you should remove the Invisalign and enjoy your drink, and then return the Invisalign to your teeth.
I would think that would be the recommendation with anything other than water, maybe.
It says water is the only thing you can drink.
Yeah.
Water is the only beverage you may consume while wearing aligners. Now we've learned another thing.
Huh.
We've learned about beer drinking and Invisalign.
Yeah. I had one why is beer good for horses? Okay.
Wait, what?
First off, I didn't know it was good for horses.
What does it say?
It's a traditional treatment for anhidrosis, which I assume means... Oh, anhidrosis is a condition that causes horses not to sweat properly, and some stop sweating altogether. So the beer provides electrolytes, minerals, niacin, B vitamins, and folate, all of which horses need. And it can treat anhidrosis in horses.
Interesting.
Sorry, I killed the mood.
No, you're fine. I got beer.
Blowing your mind over here with horse beer knowledge.
Well, it makes me think of like Kobe beef.
Okay.
Do you know about Kobe beef?
Do they feed them beer?
Or Wagyu? Yeah. The cows that become Wagyu, there's all these different like ratings, like A1 to A5 or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they live a very sheltered life, and they get to drink like 48 ounces of beer once a week, and they get massages and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
Because the idea is if the cow lives like a very relaxed, wonderful life, it produces like very good meat. And I did actually get to eat Wagyu in Japan, and I think it was one of the best meals I've ever had in my entire life. So, anecdotally, beer is good for cows.
Beer is good.
Beer is good for cows that you want to eat later in life.
Why is beer bad for dogs? A dog's liver is not designed to process alcohol.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is a human liver designed to process alcohol?
Yes.
Or is it that a human liver can?
Well, it can
process alcohol.
So here's the funny thing about alcohol metabolism in the liver.
Okay. So
there is a process of alcohol metabolism in the liver, and the process is about a 5-step process. So it takes alcohol, turns it into a certain metabolite, and there's just like 5 different metabolites that it has to go through to get to its final waste excretion. So it's one of the metabolites, I think the middle one, that's toxic to the liver.
Really? So
it's just the process of metabolizing the alcohol it creates a toxic metabolite in the process. But just in the middle, like it's just there, and then so that's why in moderation it tends to be okay, because that the presence of that metabolite is so quick, so short-lived, because it's quickly being metabolized into a different metabolite that's not toxic to the liver. But the more alcohol you're asking the liver to metabolize constantly, the more that there's sort of that ever presence of that one metabolite. So
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I did not know that. We're learning a lot on this Google
Yeah.
episode.
You're welcome.
Do you think your liver is like, okay, guys, quick, we got to do this one really fast?
I don't think your liver thinks, but...
Oh, okay. But if it could think, it'd be like, all right, we're past step 2. Step 3 is a doozy. We're going to go to step 4 as fast as possible.
Stop giving personalities to inanimate objects.
Anamorphizing. What is that word? My liver? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it just does its job and
it doesn't have strong opinions about alcohol.
Possibly kills itself in the process of trying to do its job. So.
Well, yeah, it's like a faithful dog.
Yep.
It'll do its duty.
Yes. Do its duty even to its own detriment.
Yes.
So drink in moderation.
Yeah, because step 3 of alcohol processing is bad.
Yeah, you want to be in step 3 for as little time as possible. But apparently dogs, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what it is about a dog's liver that doesn't metabolize it very well. But I mean, you wouldn't think that dogs would have any sort of evolution to process alcohol. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And dogs can't eat a lot of things. Like chocolate is a big one.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. We have the dog and the cat, so got to make sure they don't get into the things that are bad for them.
I wonder if my dog would even drink beer.
My wife is really into letting the cat smell things. And I don't know if we've let the cat smell beer yet. Maybe I'll let her smell this beer and see what she does. She's pretty food motivated though.
Yeah.
So when she smells milk, which by the way I don't think you're supposed to give to cats. I don't think they're supposed to drink milk when they're an adult. But if I pour a bowl of cereal, she'll like lose her mind. She gets so excited. But I'll let her smell beer next time.
Okay.
And see, I'll report back.
All right.
If she seems food motivated by beer. I mean, a dog is a bad test because dog will eat anything.
Yeah, I don't know. My dog's kind of picky.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, my dog likes to eat bird poop. It's very disgusting.
Oh yeah, your dog's not picky, apparently.
He is not. I have to yell at him. Otherwise, he'll eat all the bird poop.
Okay, so how about beer is good psycho stick?
What is psycho stick? What are you Googling?
I don't know. I just Googled beer is. Oh, I think it's a song or a video or something.
Okay, you're getting the songs now.
Oof, okay, beer is psycho stick. That was weird. Beer is better than women. Thoughts?
No comment. I got that one too. I clicked on it. There's
well,
an article.
They won't get mad if I stay out and drink all night. That's for sure.
107 reasons beer is better than women. This one's going to get me in trouble. I'm not even going to read these. But
yeah, you should stop.
If you are so curious, you could Google 107 reasons beer is better than women.
Does your wife listen to the podcast?
No.
My wife does.
Your wife is...
supportive.
I won't say better than mine. I won't say different than mine. I enjoy
supports my hobbies. My wife supports my hobbies.
I enjoy the dynamic between my wife and myself, but it's different. It's an acquired taste.
Why beer makes me sleepy?
Oh, that's a good one. I also have. If I write why beer, I have. Why beer makes me pee.
Well, beer depresses the central nervous system.
Are you answering this?
Yes.
You know?
I mean, all I know is it depresses the central nervous system and makes you sleepy.
And that makes you pee?
Oh, what makes you pee?
Yeah, why does it
I think it blocks ADH, which is antidiuretic hormone. I don't know why it does, but...
How do you know this?
Dude.
Drinking alcohol inhibits the body's
I am a medical professional.
Drinking alcohol inhibits the body's release of hormone vasopressin. Doctors call vasopressin antidiuretic hormone. You're as good as Google on this account.
Almost.
Yeah. And it also says alcohol is liquid and your kidneys know it. Yeah, so you're adding a bunch of water to your system and you're suppressing.
And then you're also blocking the ADH. Yep.
Is that why you? Well, I wonder.
And that's most of the hangover symptoms are related to dehydration. So
how do we solve hangovers? You know what we used to do in college? We would get a huge bottle of Gatorade, and after a long night of drinking, we had to pound the Gatorade before we went to sleep. It doesn't work though.
Yeah.
Why don't we have a hangover cure, Steven?
Aren't there things now that you take before you start drinking?
That's snake
Supposed
oil.
to. I don't know. Have you tried it?
No, do they work?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
I feel like if there was a hangover cure, I would have heard about it by now.
I don't drink enough to get hungover now.
That's true. Me either. I'm an old man. I
Yeah.
can't do that. I'll be hungover for like 3 days.
I drank a whole bottle of wine a few years back, and I lost like a whole day and a half because of that. It was brutal.
You didn't drink when you were younger, but man,
No, I was a good kid.
you can when you're of a certain age, allegedly. You can drink all night, and the next day you're fine.
Wait, what did you get drunk off the first time? First time you were like really drunk.
Tequila shots.
Okay. Mine was rum and coke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can't really drink that ever again after
Oh, you have the memory.
that. Yeah.
I don't have the memory with anything. I don't like tequila though.
So maybe you do subconsciously.
I guess maybe I do. I'm at a different phase in life. I think tequila has a time and place, and it's when you're young and you want to be intoxicated.
Yeah.
Although there's really good sipping tequilas. I would drink a sipping tequila. I think a reposado.
What is the mezcal or whatever?
Yeah, there's like aged tequilas. I think reposado or something like that. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but once you age it more than 2 years, it gets like a classification.
Mm.
Yeah, I could probably get into like sipping tequila. Yeah. As far as just drinking shots of tequila, yeah, that phase of my life is long past.
It's over, huh?
Oh, it's over. Unless I get divorced or something like that. Maybe it'll come back.
So, the other thing that alcohol will do is screws up your REM sleep.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so you get less REM sleep. So, anyway, if you want to improve your sleep, don't drink alcohol right before you go to bed.
Okay. I think that's a good. What about nightcap though?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's a sedative.
It helps you fall asleep, but it reduces
the quality. Yeah.
But falling asleep can be the hard part.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could try like melatonin first or Benadryl.
Actually, I don't have
something not that doesn't screw up your REM sleep.
Oh, okay. So I have to give up my nightcap?
Or a gummy if that's legal in your state.
Hey, now, careful.
Okay, are you coming across anything else or?
I don't know. I think did we do good?
I mean, did we do good?
Ask Google that.
Is beer healthier than pop? Yes.
Beer is healthier than soda pop?
Yeah. Don't drink soda.
What about diet soda?
Oh, yeah. Don't drink sugared soda. Don't
encroach on my zeros. Coke Zero, Dr.
Oh
Pepper
yeah, no,
Zero.
I'm a Coke Zero addict, but don't drink high fructose corn syrup. Don't get your medical advice from your local beer podcast.
That's us.
That's us. But just saying, don't drink high fructose corn syrup.
That's what you tell the people.
It's worse for your liver than alcohol. So,
oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So drink. You're giving me permission, even though I'm not taking his medical device, to drink beer instead of soda.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell my wife.
Okay.
Steven's orders.
Beer and Coke Zero.
All right, shall we
wrap this
up?
Wrap it up.
Okay, well, this has been
we had some really good little side tangents.
I feel like I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like I just want to like type random things into Google more often.
I know. That's why I like these. Is it BuzzFeed that does a lot of these or something? I can't remember who does them, but yeah.
It is interesting. The autocomplete is quite interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, so it gives you some insight into what people are.
It also makes you realize like the shared experience of being a human,
Writing things into Google at 2 o'clock.
Yeah. We mostly Google the same sort of stuff, but every once in a while there's somebody. Oh hey, actually I had a little Google suggestion here. Yingling. Have you had Yingling lager?
No.
Oh okay. It's like America's oldest craft lager.
Really?
Yeah.
Where can I get it? Is it commonly available?
I don't know. Well, so they just came to Texas. Like it's been a whole big thing of like Yingling. You can get Yingling in Texas now. So I just had it the other day for the first time.
What was your verdict?
Well, it's kind of interesting because it's a lager, but it's very amber in color, and it's surprisingly estery for a lager. Has that sort of fruity ester flavors, kind of banana-y, clovey flavors, with that sort of amber malt flavors. I don't know. It's interesting. Like I would not have pegged it as a lager for sure.
Founded in 1829.
Yeah. America's oldest craft brewery.
I'm gonna look for this. Cool. Thanks for the parting tip.
You're welcome.
So if you have any tips for us, we would greatly appreciate it if you send them to contact.attenuation@gmail.com. Or if you want to follow us on Instagram, we're at attenuation.podcast. And I posted today. Did you see that, Stephen?
No, I didn't. Actually,
I'm trying to hold it down on Instagram.
Oh, I'm very excited about that.
I know. I posted the picture of the Allagash cold chip.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So go check it out. Give us a like.
Yeah, I'll like it.
Is that frowned upon? Is that frowned upon when you use your own account to like your own post?
No, it's very meta.
I feel like it's okay in our case because we joint run the Instagram. And by joint, I mean Steven does 99% of it and I do 1%.
Hey, that's okay.
So, yes, those are the ways you can reach out to us. But yeah, this has been episode 30 of us being silly and running things into Google and looking at the autocomplete. So this is Attenuation. It's a beer podcast. You should subscribe and listen to more. We have serious episodes.
Welcome for all the amazing information.
Yes. We have serious episodes and we have silly episodes. This is a silly one. But my name is Jason, and I'm joined by my best friend since 8th grade. That's Steven.
That's me. You're like stealing my line.
I stole your line.
Yeah,
I like
you did that last week too.
And we were saying cheers.
I'll edit it out.
You're going to edit me out? That's so rude. All right. Well, anyways, edit me out at your discretion.
Yeah, like all this is gone.
I listen. I'm going to see if you leave it in or not. So we'll join you next week for episode 31. We'll try to do something serious next week. I think we should go serious silly. That should be
serious
our
silly. That's our pattern. Okay.
So maybe we'll do a deep dive or a deep dive into like either a beer
into
style.
Jason's thoughts.
No, we don't want to do that. That's going to be silly. We can do that in 2 weeks.
All right.
We got to cut it here, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Attenuation, a beer podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and follow us on Instagram or Facebook for more fun content. Catch you next week. Cheers!